Whose dream are you on? Whose land are you on? Whose house are you? No, what did that do? That brought I said David, Joseph into a full time of service. And what was Joseph doing? Joseph was servicing another man's dream. Another man's dream. For how many years? Another man's dream. Sometimes part of the reason why we don't succeed is because once we have an idea, we don't look for any man's dream to work in to learn. We just go and start ours. Yeah. But you know what you do when you do that? Already you don't have enough resources. You are going to squander your resources. In the season where you are supposed to be learning, you are going to squander your resources and you are going to jeopardize your dream for becoming a reality. Because sometimes when you are serving somebody, you go and learn with somebody else's resources. So you do. You learn with somebody else's resources. You go and waste somebody else's water. They will sort you small. Hey, am I making some sense? You go and waste somebody's water. Go and waste somebody's this thing, but you're working somebody's land. Somebody say service. I can somebody say service. 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 Come and service. You do you. Let me do me. I was talking to one friend of mine, and he was talking about how he came into the greatness. Is you can see the potential he holds, and the greatness is coming to. It's just beautiful. And he was telling me how it's in the fashion world. How um he called one of the brands that is in Ghana and told the man that he's coming there too. As a matter of fact, what he said was that he was going to sweep, arrange, and serve his showroom, like the workshop. That's what he was going to do. So he called and he said by 6 a.m. he's at the gate. To get there, he'll take two cars, two trotros, and then he's there by 6 a.m. When he reached there, the wife was like, "What are you?" I think it was a shop. Yes, the wife was there and asked, "What are you looking?" So the goal is to speak to your husband and then serve with him, serve at his. It's okay. He waited and the man didn't show up. The following day, he was there at 6 again. Waited, the man didn't show up. Third day, he was there at 6 again. The man didn't show up. So the wife was like, "Okay, you come. What actually is he a deal or something?" He said, "No, I just want to come and serve him." Something. And the wife said, "Okay, you come and serve me while we wait on my husband." So later I realized that actually the wife is actually the designer. The man has influence and then he pushes a brand. So he started working with the wife, cleaning and arranging. He likes to arrange things and all that. And while they are doing so, then he's observing their cutting and what they are doing. And so, they use brown paper and things. So one of the time, by the time they realize he has bought his brown paper, done his own cutting. And the wife comes and says, "Boss, is this what you're looking at and all that?" So the woman realized the potential in him. So now she pulled him close to those that are learning how to sew. Because of the hard working and the discipline and the heart of service, now he was made charge over the other tailors. Hmm. By the time the husband shows up at the shop to see the guy 6 months down the line, and the husband comes this time and says, "I have heard of you and I've heard of your service." And then they open the door. So he said one time is at the shop, some lady from one of the television stations comes there, and in his excitement and service and all that, talking about the person says, "Q." Call me. Calls. He tells the lady, I want to know about brands. The lady says, okay. I'll see what I can do on one of the television stations. He was just there one time when they called him. Why are you? Say I'm home. Say come right now. They opened the door, opened the door, opened the door. By the time I realized one of the big television stations, he said tomorrow come and work with the brands. Somebody with nothing from background though. He start with service, trying to arrange. Now he cuts, he can sew, and to the degree that he tells you that look, the woman that he was sewing for trusted him so much that somebody asked him, "What do we like? What do you see? You know, what should we do?" He even said something that really blessed. He said, "Look, at a point in time, he wanted to work with expensive fabrics, but he didn't have the money. He didn't have the means. But in working in somebody else's vision, is there. They said, "This is your plane ticket. Go and buy the fabric and come." I bet you the day he started service, there was a Christian who had started 40-day fast. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nyame bɛyɛ yeah, nyame bɛyɛ yeah. Mantaya, yeah, Mautaya. So he goes through all these phases of service and all those things. And he said, he was showing me, I don't know how long, whether a year or something ago, where he was invited to these meetings, this high level, top fashion people, not less than 10 years in experience. On the table, and he was the youngest there. He seated there and then he raised his head, that's his madam. So the madam sees him, the madam was shocked, she was shaking her head, tears started rolling down her face. Tears were rolling down her face to see the boy who came cleaning the room is on the same table of influence with me. You sit here, say it's not working. Take the one that says, let wisdom enter your head. Let wisdom enter your head. Tell the person, let wisdom enter your head. There is always a door to the top. There's always a door to the top. Even games are cheat codes. What are you talking about? Shake the one that says there's a way to the top. There's a way to the top. There's a door that leads to the top. That leads to the top. And one that Jesus even categorically said and said, look, is service. Is service. And service starts with serving other people's land, other people's house, other people's vision. Other people's land. Part of the reason why a lot of Ghanaian youth are becoming blind is because we are not seeing the door of service the way it's supposed to be seen. That's the problem. We are not seeing the door. We complain so much about everything that we are not able to see that this is a place God has placed me to start serving and lead me to greatness. That's the reason why. You complain about everything. Meanwhile, how do you create wealth? Wealth is solving problems. We complain about problems. Do you think we are going to pay you money to come and come and do what for us? What's Hey, are you in the house? Yeah. Let me show you. One of the things that service does, service helps you to identify the giftings that God gives you. Service helps you to identify. Look, it is okay sometimes you are put at a place where you don't know what to do. And the problems overwhelm me. What a combination. It means that you are put in a situation to discover yourself. When we're listening to another Ligonier, the podcast, somebody asked, how do you discover your spiritual gifts? The way the theologian went about explaining, it's just so beautiful. He said, look, if somebody tells you to discover your gift is take a spiritual aptitude test. He said disregard that. He says it's useless. He says, how do you discover your gift? He said by paying attention to the body. It means that paying attention to where you are. For instance, in a church, in a fellowship, wherever you are, you want to identify your spiritual gift. There's people going, show me. No, no, no. Be conscious of the body. Why? And I love the way he put it. It's because he said, look, this is the way. God does not give you spiritual gift. God gives the ministry. God gives the body of Christ gift through you. Think about it. God gave Ghana gift through you. God gave Ghana gift through you. But if we live our lives where we're thinking that, if you live a life and we're not thinking about the holistic well-being of Ghana, you're not thinking about the holistic well-being of your family, you're not thinking about the well-being of the ministry, you can never come to a place of discovering the giftings and things inside of you. Because once you are thinking about the welfare of the larger group, then that is going to push you to now start questioning the things that is inside of you. I'm telling you, I don't think Joseph left his father's house knowing that he was an organizer. The Bible tells us after he has gone through service, the guy was such a great organizer that his boss did not know what he had. Joseph knew everything the boss had. Why? Because he had mastered the skill of organizing. He knew where the resources were. He knew where everything was. How did he know so? Through service. Who are you serving? Hey, ask your neighbor, who are you serving? Who are you serving? Who are you serving? Who are you serving? That's not bad. National service, we're looking for a place where we don't have to serve anybody. Eh, where we don't where we don't want to serve anybody at all. And we want the Lord open our eyes to money. Show me money. Money cometh. Money cometh. Money cometh. Oh shit. I speak money, I see money. You are joking. If God should give us all money without work, our economy will not work. Do you know that? You don't know accounts. If we all should have money without work, oh, it wouldn't work. The economy will not work. If that will work, why is our finance minister just don't cutting money and give it to all of us after a year? So go to a room, cut you 1 million, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million, everybody 1 million. You get that, man? Everybody come for 1 million. It's not how you build the economy. It doesn't work like that. There'll be an inflation. It wouldn't work. There's no value. There's no service attached to your money. The money will lose its value. So the issue is not just work. The issue is service. If you're going to transform our world, transform our environment, it's service. Well coordinated service. Well coordinated service. And service start with another man's land, another man's what? House, another man's what? Vision. Most of us can't do anything for anybody anymore. The sad thing in ministry, I said you cannot handle ministry assignment. They give you 3 people, we can't find them. We don't know whether they are still alive or they are dead. You can't account for 3 souls. The sheep scatter 3. Meanwhile, I said, Lord, if you give me business, I'll start franchises. You start franchises. You start franchises. You oh, you start franchises. So the way McDonald will be beer, hey, may McDonald be beer, Banku Donald everywhere. Hey, yes, I'm listening. Banku Donald. I'm telling you tonight, guys, listen. I've seen this vision where we began from nothing. Build people who are faithful. It builds them because the dream may be in your heart, but there must be a process to the dream. Because when Joseph was declared the emperor, he was not declared emperor to come and drink and what's the word? Have parties. He had a major issue of delivering a country and the world from famine. How do you think he went about solving it? He has stayed in the house where the supply of the rice didn't come. Omora now for Mona Ma. And he was a house manager. And the boss was coming, he has to come and eat. In those houses, they have servants everywhere. He had to keep the how do you call it? The economy of the house afloat. The Bible said his boss, they don't know what he had. He knew. He knew how to manage the chicken. It's against the goats, the eggs. Keep the workers going, motivated. And the workers, they only did it, they are not motivated. Then so they will start, how do you call it? Striking. Demo. The boss will enter his house, there's demo. You need chicken. You quiet. Egg in quantity, everyday egg. No. Chicken. Chicken. Yeah, one man, one chicken. Hey, are you in the house? Service. Ask your neighbor, where are you serving? Where are you serving? Where are you serving? Where are you serving? Shake another person and say, where are you serving? Hi guys. God bless you for listening, and I hope it bless you. If you want to get the full message, I want you to go to all the podcast platforms and search for the Kingdom Move podcast. It will bless you. Do me a favor, please like, comment, share, and subscribe so that you don't miss anything that God has for you. God bless you, and I love you.